Learn English through stories. U36 Answers PDF. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents. Vocabulary. 8 tests. Answers 1. Identify the sentences in which the speakers are optimistic or pessimistic that the project will go ahead. I have little doubt that the project has great potential. Optimistic. B. I must confess to a few reservations concerning the ultimate success of the project. Pessimistic. C. I have my doubts as to the wisdom of going ahead with such a project. Pessimistic. D. There's every chance that the doubts being expressed about the project will be unfounded. Optimistic. E. The odds are against such a project getting off the ground. Pessimistic. F. It's odds on that the project will fall flat on its face. Pessimistic. G. I do believe that, contrary to public opinion, the project has every chance of success. Optimistic. H. There's no way this project is going to see the light of day, I assure you. Pessimistic. I wouldn't bet against this project being the best thing to happen to us since the euro. Optimistic. J. Barring a miracle, this project is bound to hit the dust almost immediately. Pessimistic. 2. Choose 2 options in each item are possible to complete the sentences. A. You'll have the chance to look over the house tomorrow. Or, you'll have the opportunity to look over the house tomorrow. B. I have my doubts as to this applicant's suitability. Or, I have my reservations as to this applicant's suitability. C. The chances are she will reject him. Or, the odds are she will reject him. D. I'd stake my mortgage on the fact that she's honest. Or, I'd bet my mortgage on the fact that she's honest. E. Are new gardeners bound to make a good job of cutting the hedge? Or, are new gardeners certain to make a good job of cutting the hedge? F. The new students sure of passing the initial test? Or, the new students confident of passing the initial test? G. She's in little doubt as to the identity of the intruder. Or, she's in no doubt as to the identity of the intruder. H. It doesn't look as though the meeting's going to take place. Or, it doesn't look as if the meeting's going to take place. I. There's a distant possibility that I'll be able to help after all. Or, there's a remote possibility that I'll be able to help after all. J. There will almost inevitably be some teething troubles initially. Or, there will almost certainly be some teething troubles initially. 3. Write full sentences from the prompt words, adding any necessary words and putting the verbs into a suitable form. All the sentences contain the word chances, not always expressing likelihood. A. He has no chance of ever persuading her to marry him. Or, he had no chance of ever persuading her to marry him. B. They stand as much chance of getting a grade A as I do of becoming Prime Minister. C. There is a chance that my company will send me to the United States for a year. Or, there's a chance that my company might send me to the United States for a year. D. There is little chance of management agreeing to the employee's demands. E. No one has had a chance yet of predicting the outcome of this dispute with any certainty. F. Is there any chance of my borrowing your bicycle for half an hour? G. The chances are that the match will be cancelled. H. Did you have a chance to speak to the personal manager yesterday? 4. Fill each of the numbered blanks with a suitable word from the box. This will now almost certainly prove to have been the driest April since the calamitous drought of 1924, and forecasters say the current spell is very likely to continue well into next week and quite possibly beyond. A Met Office spokesman suggested there was a slight possibility of rain just after the weekend, but admitted there is every likelihood that rain heading across the Atlantic will miss Britain completely. If it does, prospects of further rain within the next fortnight are thought to be slim. John Field of the National Farmers Union said that many farmers were clearly heading for the bankruptcy courts. "The past few months can't have been easy for anybody," he commented yesterday. "But here in the north, it's been without doubt the worst time anyone can remember. I haven't got the official figures, but losses might run into tens of millions of pounds. And that's bound to affect prices in the supermarkets very soon. A ban on hose pipes in all gardens now looks virtually certain, and the supply of general household water may very well have to be rationed in some areas. The government will, in all probability, issue an official statement sometime in the next 24 hours. 5. Match the beginning of each idiom on the left with its ending on the right. 1. Left holding the baby. 2. Brick wall. 3. Stumbling block. 4. Dire straits. 5. Draw blank. 6. Have you over a barrel. 7. Face the music. 6. Put the words in the right order and make sentences. 1. Easier said than done. 2. Try not to spread yourself too thin. 3. I wish I hadn't put my foot in it. 4. Getting older is a fact of life. 5. The company is in dire straits. 6. Children are taught the facts of life in primary school. Or, children in primary school are taught the facts of life. 7. Complete each of these idioms with one word. 1. You'd better stop talking or you'll dig yourself into a deeper hole. 2. I hoped I'd find the address I needed in the library, but I drew a blank. 3. If you take on any more work, you'll be spreading yourself far too thin. 4. Stranded on the island with no money and no luggage, we were well aware that we were in dire straits. 5. The police explored a number of ways, but each time they came up against a brick wall. 6. Not having enough savings to set up a business was a major stumbling block. 7. I wish I could leave my job, but they've got me over a barrel. 8. Rewrite the underlined part of each sentence using words from below. 1. The American writer Mark Twain is famous for commenting that reports of his death had been wildly exaggerated. 2. This restaurant is highly recommended. 3. The exam was dead easy. Everyone got high marks. Make this informal. 4. The musical West Side Story is loosely based on the plot of Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet. 5. The idea of the boss singing Happy Birthday to Me struck me as faintly ridiculous. 6. The success of the Wimbledon tennis tournament is completely dependent on the weather. 7. I thoroughly enjoyed the days I spent at your lovely house in the country. 8. I was mildly surprised by her decision to quit her job so soon. 9. I was absolutely delighted when they told me I'd got the job. 10. The new model of this camera is slightly different from the old one.